guys, how's it going? I'm back to do a pickle jar. I'm doing all signs. We're gonna do looking at the balances and imbalances between love and work here. And work could be work, dreams, goals, aspiration, careers, finances, or your self-worth if we're looking at inner healing here. So we'll see what Jehovah wants to do for you. He's been making it pretty clear. Let's see who you are. Sagittarius, thank you. So if you're coming back to look at the original Sagittarius reading, this ain't it. I do not know what happened to it. I thought it was uploaded and I thought I still had it on my phone and I have no idea where it went. It was very in correlation to Aries and Cancer. So I believe it was Aries and Cancer. Yeah. So I had Aries and Cancer, I believe, say, hey, go back and watch the Sag reading, go back and watch the Sag reading. Well, that Sag reading is no longer, and I have no idea where it's at. So we're going to redo it again, especially because Sag, you're here. Thank you for waiting if you were already told it was coming. I don't know what happened to it, and I have no control over it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get right started back to it, and we're going to see if Aries and Cancer again are relaying 111 to your guidance today. So what we're going to do is we're going to take your overall energy here with the Chakra Wisdom cards, and my nose is itching. Oh, Perseverance is trying to flop out right to that same spot underneath my desk that the cards always go to. My goodness, it's always that same spot. I don't understand. So we'll just get some overall guidance here, overall energy with what's blocked on the inside for your love and your self-worth or your workplace, because you can't love someone else if you don't love yourself. You can't make something work with someone if you can't make it work with yourself. And you can't be happy at work if you're not happy at home. And you can't be happy at home if you're not happy at work. So see the duplicity there where it's really coming in. And I like to be the reader that's different. I want to make you think differently. I want to show you all the wrong things that you've been taught in order to heal correctly through God's eyes. I do this in the utmost, most truthful way. Ouch. For Jehovah. And, you know what's funny is I think these might be in backwards. There we go. No, maybe not. Gosh, these really just hurt my ears after a little while then. Okay, there we go. So anyway, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so I do it for God. I was saved on 4/4. This is the light work that I've been led to after my spiritual ego death and really accepting my surrendering. So let's look at you here, Sag. Jehovah, can you just come on down, please, and protect my energy and my Sagittarius friend here. And let's see what's going on and all of their fiery goodness here. And what the balances need to be maintained in their love life, or the balances that aren't balanced and need to be rebalanced. So Jehovah, what's going on here for Sag in love? Sag in love with themselves, in love with you, in love with the devil, in love with someone else. What's going on with Sag here? What is going on with Sag's balances and imbalances for love? Love for Sag, Sag for love, please, Jehovah. Thank you so much for your clear, defined messages. Ooh, thank you. Ooh, negative card already. So let's see. It could be a positive card, though, and just hasn't happened yet. Thank you. All right, he's very adamant on that one. So let's do work now, Jehovah. You work here for Sagittarius. Thank you. Just one? Oh, okay. That's all he wants for that one. So it might be looking like you guys have this work or the self-worth work kind of balanced here, or at least maybe this is the imbalance. This is not balanced either. There's definitely a lack of balance because something here in love is stressful. I feel like this love side is more stressful. You've got another card, therefore it's heavier. This is going to be lighter, which is less burden, right? As the death card is trying to come out. So you might be dealing with a Scorpio here. Let's see. Whoop. Man. There we go. All right, so Jehovah, let's see. What's happened here in love for Sag here? What's happened here for their love? Their love for themselves, their love in the positive or negative energy in the universe, their love for another, their love for someone positive, their love for someone negative, for Sag in love, Jehovah. Thank you so much. Sag in love here. What has really gone on for this balance and imbalance in Sagittarius love here? Thank you, Jehovah. All right, Sagittarius work now, Jehovah. The balance or imbalance in their work. Their self-worth work, their dreams, their aspirations, their goals, their hidden talents, their hobbies, anything for Sag here related to the work that they will be putting out for you. Thank you, Jehovah. Oh my gosh, he wants those too. Wow, so there might be a complete balance here. Who knows? You've got 2 for love and 1 for work, for chakra wisdom, and then you've got 2 for Rider-Waite for work and 1 for love. So let's see what's really going on here. Let's see what's in the now. What's going on? All right. Let's see. The book's already trying to come out. So the book is, you know, we can't judge a book by its cover. There's plenty more to see or read within the pages, the hidden truths, true story. You know, it's not yours when you're reading it, but then it's also yours when you're flipping it out and you want, this isn't just my covers, there's more to me, you know. So 555 right there on the clock. When you're looking at a book, you're judging it and you don't want to read it. But then if you were the book with an ugly cover, you would still want to be read, right? All right, so Jehovah, what's going on for Sagittarius in love right now? How are their feelings? How is their emotions? How is their emotional flesh state of mind compared to their spiritual state of mind? How is the mastering of their emotions? How is the mastering of this game of reality? Thank you, Jehovah. 2 cards right there. All right, Jehovah. What about work for Sagittarius here? Work for Sagittarius. Dreams, hobbies, goals, aspirations. Oh, positive man already trying to come out, y'all. What's going on for work for Sagittarius, Jehovah? Work, dreams, goals, hobbies, aspirations. And now the female's trying to come out. Wow. It must be self-worth then. Because the positive card, male card, was trying to come out in the negative. And here's the positive card and the positive lady card coming out in the positive. Self-worth, I bet you, Sagittarius. So, Jehovah, what's going on with work? Dreams, goals, aspirations, self-worth here. Thank you. All right, I'm curious to see what that's going to be. Curious. Whatever that song is, too. I just sang that song. Is that the Allison song? Allison. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe someone you're working with here, Sag, is Allison. Allison is the name I'm channeling right now. With the 6 of Pentacles, success. So maybe Allison, you want to have success with this, Allison. Who knows? But what we're going to do with this deck here, this is my Sun and Moon Tarot deck. It's Hebraic. And excuse me, it's not mine. I didn't create it, but I have it. And this just has a little bit different meanings. And I really love this because I really feel like Jehovah can really connect with the outcome and the suggestion when I use this deck here in that slot. Because it's just your victory spiritually. So Jehovah, let's see what's going on here in love. What's going on in love here? Love for Sagittarius, the outcome, the suggestion, maybe a hidden truth. What's going on for Sagittarius in love here? What is the victory that you would like to see? Thank you. And then Jehovah, victory or suggestion or hidden truth outcome here for Sagittarius for work. What's going on for work here? And then you guys, as soon as that's done, or as soon as we're blowing through these cards, we'll take some of my homemade deck, Eat the Word deck. So that way, thank you, Jehovah. That way you guys can eat the word 3 times a day and I can have your back on that. And we'll get some comfort from Jehovah and see what he says. All right, so both of these are in the negative. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yikes. Okay, so Sagittarius in love, here you are having a fear of rejection, and that way you're blocking the abundance that the universe has for you. Okay, goodbye. No, I'm just kidding. So what's going on here is that your first powerhouse is going to contain this card. This is your solar plexus chakra, 911, which activates and illuminates the same energy as the sun, the same energy as God. So when your gut goes off, it's because something ain't right here. And when something's not right and you continue to go with that vicious cycle, your abundance will not be made to you because you have it for you. We all do. And when it's in the positive, that's all you have coming to you. Look at no matter what's going on. Look at this person's like, oh no, what do? I don't have anything. You know, drinking their life away, it looks like. But then this person's like, oh, I'm still going to get this shiny little coin and it ain't going to stop them, right? But here you are being stopped by the truth here because this reflects in your crown chakra and you're so afraid of rejection. You are so afraid of rejection that you're letting every other evil entity really, really confuse you here, whether it's in another person or just revolving around your own flesh, because it's the shell to your spirit. You know, when you have, this is what your flesh looks like. Okay, this is what your flesh looks like. And in comes your spirit once it's awakened. Okay, your flesh is still going to overcome this whole spiritual state here at 10:11. This flesh, this is the water. This is heavy. This is emotional. Okay, and then this is your spirit. What's still alive here? Your spirit during your flesh. Your flesh is dead. It's weak. This is strong. It decomposes back to Mother Earth when our spirit lives on, because our spirit is living while our flesh is not. And that's what's going on with you, is that you are stuck in this flesh state of mind versus your spiritual state of mind. And when you eject yourself out of this fear of being rejected spiritually, or just in life in general, all of this positive abundance will come up for you, and you'll activate this same energy up into your heart space, because that's where it's going to go next, which is all about love. Okay, what's happened here? Let's see. Oh man, Queen of Swords here. So tis Sagittarius. Oh, Queen of Swords here. So there's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here, and they're very, very mentally confusing, or they're very, very just standing upright in the truth. It comes out in the positive, I believe. Did it? Oh gosh, I don't remember. I'll just talk about both. So a positive, like I said, they're very mentally in the truth. She has her head on straight. She's able to legally and levelly look at all options and be able to really manipulate the situation, because she's able to look at it from this side and look at it from this side and look at it from this side. And then with her pure intentions, she's going to pick which angle is the best, because that's going to reflect her the best way with her sword here. However, when this sword is reflecting, it's also coming off this way and coming off this way and coming off this way to anyone who absorbs it. And if it's not purely intended as someone who would be in the negative, it is therefore going to be giving off negative mental confusion, manipulation, and that person who does not have their emotions mastered will therefore absorb it like a sponge. Okay, and Sagittarius, that might be very easy for you to do, because you are a fire sign, which is passion, which is also relates back to wands, which is the lowest vibration, 1211. So there's a very hard time here determining your stability here with this Queen of Swords. I feel that's really what's going on here, because you're afraid that you're going to be rejected. You feel as if this person, ooh, I feel like maybe you are in separation. I'm getting separation here, because if you stop rejecting yourself, because that's where the fear of rejection is coming from. You're rejecting yourself. If you accepted yourself, you don't give a shit if anyone else rejects you, because you don't reject you. But when you're rejecting yourself, you're blocking yourself from all of this abundance. Okay, you're blocking yourself from the highest timeline. Is she the highest timeline, or he? You know, flip the energy is how it's supposed to be. However, Jehovah's very adamant with me. It would say King of Swords if it was a masculine. So whether you're a divine masculine loving your divine feminine here, or your divine feminine loving this other divine feminine, or a masculine thinking this masculine's in his Queen of Swords, you know, straight or gay, or whichever. You're not sure, you're trisexual, anything once, right? I love you. I accept you for who you are, and we're all God's children here. So just make the energies fit how they're supposed to fit. If your solar plexus chakra energy is going off and you're like, yeah, I resonate with this. Otherwise, just kiss it and let it fly, because it's not meant to be yours, and it's only going to cause mental strife, because that's what the devil does. So in the past, you're looking at this Queen of Swords, and he was very adamant on not equaling that side out. So you literally just had this mental confusion to work through, this mental rejection to keep this abundance flowing in your life, right? And that's what you need to do, is you need to overcome the power of this Queen of Swords, who's obviously been in your life for a long time, or some enough to where she has an impact on you to not accept yourself, right? So let's see what's going on in the now. Oh, yikes. Yep, I told you. So Queen of Swords here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and this is Libra right here, the ring here. There's a commitment here that's not, you know, the fact that it's in the positive is good, but 2 + 5 is 7, and the snake is always around. So whenever I get the ring card, I feel like this is not always the truest commitment, but sometimes I do. It just depends. Now, when I get this card, this is no bueno. This is the Tower. This is what goes up must either be conquered or it will come back down. It also goes back to the Pei in the Hebraic alphabet, which means the mouth, the stomach of something. So it's literally like your stomach's going to churn and churn and churn until this energy gets settled out, right? It causes your nerves so much shit. You have diarrhea because you can't get your shit straight, you know, but then you also have to look at it like, I'm paying. I'm paying for the spiritual consequences. The pay is here. This is also devil energy. The step before this is the Capricorn card, the devil. So where there's a tower, the devil has been. And I just told you that. Okay, I just told you that because the devil likes to reflect all these other ways to do so. But when this is in the negative and this is in the positive, there's two things that could be going on here. This marriage commitment, so to speak, is holding you back. And it has been holding you back for such a long time because I already channeled the long time here. It's also holding you back because this tower ain't going to go anywhere. You're not able to conquer it as long as you're being held back in this Queen of Swords Libra energy, right? Because what's being blocked from you is the most positive card right here out of the two is your abundance. Okay, this is inner abundance and outer abundance. And all you're doing is rejecting yourself because they are rejecting you and your needs. Okay, it's like I feel that's what's going on, is you have communicated your needs to this Queen of Swords, your partner who you're supposed to be able to communicate with, right? But here you are and like, what the fuck? I'm talking to you about this shit. This is what I need, because they're not understanding your love language. Love languages are huge. 5lovelanguages.com. There's 5 different ways to love and to be able to receive love. And sure, this Queen of Swords Libra could be saying, well, I love you like this and like this and like this and like this and like this. But that doesn't work for you, sweetheart. That's not how you receive the love. So sure, they can put all their energy into these 5 swords here and it's reflecting to you, but it's also being rejected because you do not resonate that way. And when it's rejected, it goes back 5 times to this Queen of Swords. So not only is this vicious cycle getting you confused with this cloud of judgment, this what am I supposed to do here? You're also reflecting it back to them, and it's just pissing them off even more. It's just burdening you. It's just fear after fear after fear. Your fear of rejection, but your fear of walking away. You are rejecting yourself from walking away from the highest timeline, and that is not okay, sweetheart, because if God's not in control, you know who is. Let's see what's going on. What's the hidden outcome here? What's the suggestion that Jehovah has for you? Oh my gosh, there's definitely a Libra here. All right, Sag, this Libra, you need to just figure out what the hell you're going to do here. You're going to get your justice no matter what, though. You just have to make the right decision. So let's see what the work says, because that positive male came out in the negative, and then I put that card back into the deck, 1711. And then the positive female card came out, and I was guided to keep that card. So I really feel like, Sag, we're working here with your self-worth, which is where this justice is going to come in. And then it's going to be able to balance the scales, right? Libra energy here for sure. Libra, Libra, Libra. You're dealing with an air sign or heavy Libra here, okay? You also might be dealing with the Capricorn. So let's see what else here. What is the one guidance card that you need for in your self-worth? Because I'm just going to go for this self-worth already. Yes. Okay. So this is your heart space. And right now you're refusing to let it grow. Or right now you've accepted the fact that you need to grow your heart space because of this confliction with this tower, with this Libra here. There's justice that's due in the big time because it's the outcome. And this Jehovah says goes, right? You have all of this abundance ready for you. And I already explained to you about that. Once you are able, let's put this in the negative. Okay. 1811 there on the clock. So once you are able to physiologically defuse from this negative energy and physiologically refuse with your solar plexus energy, what's going to happen when Jehovah bends it to be able to fuse physiologically with his energy, the same energy as the sun? Watch with me here. Your negative energy is going to be starting to bend, and it's going to start to depolarize into positive energy, right? So therefore the air is going the opposite direction towards your crown chakra, and it is releasing. Therefore, throughout the rest of your body is going to be moving this energy, and you're releasing the fear of rejection, and you are now physiologically fusing inside your solar plexus chakra energy, this abundance that is now going to illuminate upwards into your heart space. And then it's just going to grow 3 times bigger that day when you went down to Whoville and you saw all of them sing all of their love, because even though Christmas was taken away, they still had love in their heart. You know what I mean? This abundance, you're going to constantly see this, and it is going to excite you. Your gut is going to go off, and you are going to love it because you did the hard work. You got the justice served to you, Sag, and I'm so damn proud of you. And Aries and Cancer ain't even in here anymore. So I don't know what happened with that energy, but good for you. Now, when it comes to growing your heart space, this is the nucleus to your soul. This is your home, your heart space. There's the inner shell, and then there's the outer shell, which is the house, which goes back to Cancer, the emotions. So think of your heart this way. You're living on the inside. This is your inner heart. This is your beating, boom, 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 because it's living. This is the outer shell to your heart that is protecting it. It's still very, very fragile because it's glass and it's going to break. But right now, all you're doing is just sitting on top of it, right? There's no way for it to move. You know, there's no way for it to move at all, okay? But once you're able to resonate and get this in there, boom, you're going to drop into this, and then you're going to protect your heart and proceed with caution because you've had this justice served to you, and this abundance is now growing. This abundance is growing. This love is growing inside your heart space here, and you're never going to want to not feel this way again. You're going to realize that you cannot afford to lose Jehovah, to lose this justice that's been given to you, even though you were guilty in this two to tango relationship because you controlled this behavior. You allowed yourself to do this. You controlled it, even though it wasn't the healthiest thing for you, because this is how you were taught. You allowed this Queen of Swords, this Libra, to really fuck up you mentally. Yet Jehovah's still saying, you're not guilty. Let me take care of your heart. Let me help you help it grow. Let me help you recover it. I will feed it and I will water it, and you will reap what you sow. Okay. Let's see what's gone on here in the past. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so let's keep in mind here, you're still going to have justice. You've had justice, or you're still going to have justice. Now, let's go back here. Libra, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Libra, air sign. Now we have the Magician here, which is air sign. This is Gemini. The twins is here, okay? This is the Magician. Now, this is the whole, this is the first or second card to tarot, depending on how you look at the path here. This is the Magician because the balance is coming in of the inner and the outer, and you have one more of everything to help you along your way, right? There's one more wand, cup, pentacle, and sword. So now this Gemini is coming in to play these tricks on you because it came up in the negative. This is a master manipulator, okay? This also goes back to a physician. So you might be really, really scorned here by an old doctor, or this Libra here is a doctor. Maybe you're a doctor and you've been in this past energy here of how to work against this Libra here because you have to protect yourself. Maybe that's something else that's coming up too there. However, you also got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. So in the past here, what's been holding you back is that you've been trying to figure out a new start of love here with this Libra, and it's just not going to work because they're never going to pull out of their energy either. 2233. It's never going to work because this Devil's energy is much stronger than what you have inside and what they have inside because you're resonating so low. You haven't put this glass house around your heart yet to be able to grow from the inside out, because as within, so without. Now, I just told you guys, the Magician has one more of everything, and here's a cup. So there's two cups. So once again, you're trying to figure out how to get the two cups with your lover and how to start it here with your own cup here, okay? But when this person's in the negative, that's exactly how they're going to treat your cup. And look, it's just constantly pouring out. You know, if it's just constantly pouring out, you never have anything to fill it because it's gravity. There's nothing to resonate with it, to bring it past that level, to bring past the force field, to be able to awaken and go nothing but up. Okay, you're allowing your flush state to hold you back when you're allowing this person's, Queen of Swords here. You're allowing their energy to really, really manipulate and master you here. Okay, look at this. This is not okay. And all you wanted was a new start of love. All you wanted was, I want to get past this. I want to be able to enjoy my abundance with you. But I don't know why I keep having this rejection. And maybe too, you've been in this situation here, Sag, where you're like, this isn't me. Like, this isn't me. This is them. Like, why am I taking all of this crazy? I don't understand. But as you're trying to understand here, I'm also picking up that your heart space is starting to grow a little bit. And therefore you're like, okay, I need to walk away. I know that there's another thing that's going to happen. And the next time something does happen, I need to move on and be done with it. So let's find out what you're working with right now with this self-worth here, Sag. Let's see what's going on. Oh my gosh. Well, I've called myself out yet again. Thank you, Jehovah, for having my back. So here you are, Sag, your divine feminine, or you're looking at this divine feminine. It doesn't matter. This could be even you, divine masculine Sagittarius, and you need to balance out the self-worth of your female energies, which are emotional, okay? So here you are in this state of positivity, and I'm very, very proud of you because this is the now. You've recognized that this commitment is no longer serving you, and you're going to need to recommitment yourself to you and your heart space to grow, right? And here it is right here, sweetheart. Here it is right here. Okay, this is the garden in this deck. This is the secret place. This is the peaceful sanctuary. This is the place that's only yours because it's so damn peaceful. I mean, look at that. You can hear the birds chirping. There's the doves again. Just think about that water trickling just a little bit on that fountain, you know? And I just told you guys that you need to put your heart in a glass box and protect it. Proceed with caution. Okay, seriously, proceed with caution. Okay, because this person is going to continue and going to continue and going to continue because they are fueled by you know who. He who shall not be named. Okay, and I'll tell you right now, 9 plus 1, that's about to be an ending, right? 20 is the second ending. So I feel like you've already been through this before, many times, many times, many times. And if it's continuing to not work, if you keep separating and going back to this person and separating and going back to this person, well, guess what, sweetheart? You're acting like two magnets that, okay, we want to come together, and then poof, you're going to bounce back off. We want to come together and want to come together and want to come together, but then poof, you bounce right back off because it is not the right fit for you. Stop trying to make it fit. It's only going to harm you. It's going to do more harm than good. Okay? Seriously, this is where your mental bullshit's coming from. All of this air. All right, this is our last suggestion card, and then we're going to eat the word a little bit. I want to try to keep it around 30 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. I respect you and your time. And so I don't want to just not put a limit to it, but I'm not going to limit Jehovah either because this message would save your next move. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jehovah. So this is another high arcana card. This is judgment. Look at, you got judgment coming on your butt and you're going to get justice and love either way. So you need to make sure that you are going to follow through with this suggestion. Put your heart in a glass box so you can have this new cup of love with yourself and with Jehovah. It is time to separate from this air sign, whatever it is, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very heavy Libra. It is time to separate because you have two positive cards right here going to work in your favor. Because I'll tell you why. Remember when we did this? Okay. This is now in the mix. So once this starts to refuse the proper way that it's supposed to go, back down to the pit where it belongs. And now this energy comes up to move this chariot-wise into the physiologically fusing right here. Now, what do you think is going to happen to this? If this is going to be your judgment on your second powerhouse, on your heart space here, and this is already illuminated and it goes up, whew, this is going to become a victory for you. I hope that makes sense because that's literally how it works. If you don't believe me, go back and watch my math and science videos and stay tuned. I have so much to show you. But it literally acts like propeller to keep all of this energy going because we are a chirograph and it goes out like this. As within, so without. As above, so below. You are an angel on earth in human flesh. Okay? A real life angel battling depression because this is some heavy shit. So now we have a few more minutes. So thank you, Sag, for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I couldn't do this channel without you. I woke up on Easter morning, 4/4, and I was saved from Jehovah. I directly connect with Jehovah. This is my light work and how I choose to pay my way back to society in heaven when I didn't even believe to begin with. I don't want you to be stuck here under the devil's energy when you are worth so much more. This was not me. The old me. I see pictures now. I don't even know who that is. I want to just throw them away. I'm such a stranger to me. That was not who I was meant to be because I was stuck. I was trapped in my flesh state. My soul was trafficked in my flesh state of mind. And I don't want that for you anymore. I'm seeing the Fool try to come out here. Sag, that might be you. It's Aries, but it's also fire. So you might have a new start here, which is full of abundance. That was your number one positive card in the love. Was abundance. Jehovah's ready to give it to you. You just have to be ready to resonate yourself, okay? So let's get a few cards here. Jehovah, can you come on down and just pick through my hands because nothing is too hard for you. And also comfort our Sag friend here at the same time who really just needs your protection, your guidance, your insight, your comfort more than anything, your forgiveness as they realize that they've put themselves in this situation and now they need to do is recover their heart here at Wounds into Light. Jehovah, just come on down and pick through my hand. Once you figure out what you want to say, where all the cards are, front and back, let's just give them as many messages as they need. Thank you. Whew, zoom, there it goes. Zoom, zoom. All right, thank you, Jehovah. Okay, so let's see what he has brought out. Matthew 11:30, yes, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. I love it. What he's asking you, what is required of you, is just light. Fuel, energy alone. That's all is required of you. All this flesh shit that you've taken on, that you've allowed others to give you, what you've absorbed, is not required of you. But we think it is because it's such a worldly matter when we have limited ourselves from growing. Psalm 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Yep. 6 cards to confirmation it right there. James 17-18. Every good and perfect gift is from above. He just brought this out in the last one. Coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting. He chose to give us birth through the word of truth, that we might be a kind of first fruits of all he created. So you might have this awakening coming if you haven't been saved already. Romans 8:9. There's a difference between believing and being saved. Romans 8:9. And if anyone does not have the Spirit of Christ, he does not belong to Christ. Nope, because what you belong to right now is the energy fueling this. Let's see here. Psalm 69:4. Those who hate me without reason outnumber the hairs on my head. Many are my enemies without cause, those who seek to destroy me. Look at enemies without cause, and they're seeking to destroy you. Proverbs 11:22. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. So maybe she's, Psalm 69:4. Oh, I already read that one. Okay, let's go on to this one. Oh my gosh. Psalm 19, the bet. So this goes back to the higher kana in relation to the Hebraic alphabet through Psalm 119 scripture. You know what the bet goes back to? It's the tent. It's the house. It's what's preparing after the new journey starts to be able to protect you in this shell. It is a balance to bring around through its magic. And you know what it is in tarot? It's the fucking magician. Here we go. Magician is coming back out again. Air, the house. Mercury is here and Gemini once again. So you're really dealing with all of this air. How can a young man keep his way? By living according to your word. I seek you with all my heart. Do not let me stray from your commands. I have hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. Praise be to you, O Lord. Teach me your decrees with my lips. I recount all the laws that come from your mouth. I rejoice in following your statutes as one rejoices in great riches. I meditate on your precepts and consider your ways. I delight in your decrees, and I will not neglect your word. What do you think that they're doing if they're not fueled by this Psalms 119 scripture? Whose word are they going to? Okay. Romans 10:4. For Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone who believes. Yes, thank you, Jehovah. Oh my gosh, he's bringing out the moon and the fish hook here. Wow. So moon is secrets. This goes back in the Hebraic as Psalm 119:2 to the Kof. This is the back of the head. This is Cancer, Moon, Pisces. There's water, there are emotions here. I call with all my heart, answer me, O Lord, and I will obey your decrees. I call out to you, save me, and I will keep your statutes. I rise before dawn and cry for help. I have put my hope in your word. My eyes stay open through the watches of the night, that I may meditate on your promises. Hear my voice in accordance with your love. Preserve my life, O Lord, according to your laws. Those who devise wicked schemes are near, but they are far from your law. Yet you are near, O Lord, and all your commands are true. Long ago, I learned from your statutes that you have established them to last forever. Yes, thank you, Jehovah. And back of the head, the moon is the back of the sun. Sun goes back to the resh, the head of something, the boss, the chief, Jehovah himself, Jehovah's government. Ephesians 1:4, just as he chose us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. You're not guilty. Psalm 119, Zadi. So this goes back to the star, which is Aquarius. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So Sag, you're really dealing with an air sign here. Righteous, O you, O Lord, and your laws are right. The statutes you have laid down are righteous. They are fully trustworthy. My zeal wears me out, for my enemies ignore your words. Your promises have been thoroughly tested, and your servant loves them. Though I am lowly and despised, I do not forget your precepts. Your righteousness is everlasting, and your law is true. Trouble and distress have come upon me, but your commands are my delight. He will always get you through your trouble, always get you through your stress. Your statutes are forever right. Give me understanding that I may live. So this goes back to the fish hook because, you know, this is Aquarius. And when you're getting through to the Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, it goes to the fish, the reproduction, the power of manifestation, and the abundance. So the fish hooks makes me think this. Teach a man to fish and he will forever eat. Teach a man to pray, and he will forever be abundantly blessed. Wow. Philippians 4:4. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice. Rejoice, O Lord. Thank you, Jehovah, for being here today for the Sagittarius reading. And I just want to say a little prayer for them because I feel like there's so much spiritual shifting in their earth right now that they're having a really hard time settling down on this true outcome, but they just need to be still and know that you, Jehovah, are within them and you are bringing justice along with this judgment because at this time is now. Sagittarius, don't fight it. You are well on your way to having this victory within yourself, and your heart is so beautiful that you aren't even going to imagine the kind of love that you will be given. You can't even imagine it. You can't even see yourself leaving this. Can you see yourself holding yourself back from your highest timeline? He's waiting to give it to you. I love you so much. I hope to see you back for Self-Love Sunday. Wounds into light.